Good morning. My name is Alexander from InvestGlass, and it's a pleasure to have you today for this webinar on CRM, Client Relationship Management. It's a big topic, obviously, because the better you know your clients and the better you'll be able to serve them, and this will increase the value of your service. So I can see here that we have some newcomers, some confirmed users too of InvestGlass. So for those that already know InvestGlass, obviously we will go into a few details. And for those that see InvestGlass for the first time, we'll give you the keys of what you need to master before you use the CRM. So how do we set up InvestGlass? The first thing is to go to My Account Company, and from My Account Company, I would suggest you first to set up the minimum KYC fields. You'll find this into the settings. Here, you will be able to set up the fields that you wish your sales to be recording. Here you see, I will find home, address, last name. To add a field, just go into the drop down, add it, click on add, and then click on save. This will facilitate the browsing later for, I would say, missing fields, missing mandatory fields. Step number 2, when you set up InvestGlass, is to make sure that you have the audit trail system working properly. The audit trail will help you to make sure that all information that have been changed from your sales or from the client or from third-party applications like WorldCheck or LexisNexis are going to be recorded properly. This is very important, obviously, if you need to do an audit about your client's information. Third step of the setup of the CRM is the pipeline. The pipeline is a quite new feature of InvestGlass. It will help you to track the different life cycle stages of your clients. So if your client is a cold lead, is a qualified lead, the account is being open, is a client, or the account is closed. This will help you to very easily track account stages and also notify the relationship managers if there's a new steps into this process. This sales pipeline is also very helpful if you wish to organize a pipeline for a fund sales. So if you're an asset manager or you're selling a fund for private equity and you wish to track the different steps, step 1, step 2, step 3. Now, once we've been setting these different types of fields, it's time to create a new user. So here I have a shortcut to create a new user, a new contact. I can put a pseudonym. I can create a portal or not. Let's keep it simple. Link it to a relationship manager. Here I can say it's a prospect and that the prospect loves to talk about Asia and perhaps also socially responsible investments. You can also find here the different selection of pipelines. So I can put him into the sales pipeline, the basic one, and click on save. Now Chris is member of the Houghton family, so I can click on the edit KYC and link this contact to Houghton family. Simply here create a new family. Okay. And this now is going to link Chris to the Houghton family. And this will be very helpful if you're dealing with trust, families, companies. So later on, you'll be also able to link this Houghton family, for example, to another family or another organization. Simply go to Actions, Edit, and there you will have the hierarchy. We call this parents. So you see here, I can link this company family to the Castro family. So the parent of the Houghton family will be Castro. So this is very helpful. Now we see the hierarchy. This is very helpful if you wish to organize your contacts in groups, in companies. Now let's go back to the actual CRM. So now that we set up the CRM, you will find on the top left a little warning. This warning will tell you that you have missing information into the CRM. We don't have the first name, last name, email, phone address, and date of birth and tax domicile being informed in the CRM. If you want to inform this quickly, just go on Actions, Edit KYC, and you will have a very handy show mandatory fields here that will only spot the important fields. So we have a question: is it possible to create a web lead form from InvestGlass? The answer is yes, and thank you for your question. I'm going to show you how in a few seconds. So now that all the mandatory fields are saved, I have all the information recorded into the CRM. Now to start answering to your question, there's already something we can do from this CRM information, which is to have the client filling this CRM form for you. The process is quite simple. You have to create a form from InvestGlass. And if you want Chris, for example, to update his CRM information, you can actually, from the form, send him a direct link to a questionnaire. So here I'm into company, and let's check out the welcome form. Here I'm going to select one specific client because I want this specific client, Chris Otten, to fill the form for me. And then I'll show you the public form. So the client will be directed to this questionnaire. And you see here the client will find information that have been already filled in by your team or by a lawyer. And the client here can say, well, no, I want to be called not Chris, but Christopher. And Otten is, my name is Otten. My phone number is wrong. And I would like to know about your real estate fund and private equity in biotech. Email is good, and the client can select his own investment thematic. This is very interesting because here, what you're going to do is basically outsource part of the, I would say, information acquisition to the client, who will, with his form, you see, change his information directly into the CRM. And obviously, because we have the audit trail system, we will know exactly who actually changed what. This is why the audit trail is very important. Okay, so you see that the information was updated, and you see how it was updated. Now, if we go back into the forms, you can obviously host a form, and you will just have to copy this iframe and then put it into your WordPress or your websites. The best example I can give you is, for example, on the Westhook dummy website we have made. You will find in the Invest Now page these forms, right? So the little welcome form that we sent to one specific client would look like this on a public website. Okay. So here I'm recording this information, and this information will appear into the call report page. Obviously, you will receive also via email a notification if you subscribed to this form notifications. So here I see the new contact with this information. Okay. And into the activity summary, I will already have a tracking number and a date. So I will know the first time this prospect, this lead arrived into this cycle. Now, if we come back to to Christopher here, from the different buttons you see here, what we call actionable button, you can generate an email, you can connect to the mobile phone, and this will trigger the phone system. Now, as you find here, automatically a new call report page will pop up, and this call report page will have all the key information that you need to fill in if you are looking to comply with MiFID, as well as LSFIN FIDLEG information that should be shared with the client. For example, here you have a notify contact by email, which means the actual content of the communication from the CRM will be sent via email to the client for his own information. And obviously, this will also store different information about the securities. So if you're talking about one specific security, or perhaps a bespoke security, or a fancy security, as you find here, all the information will be stored automatically into a call report. The CRM has been built to be beautiful and easy to use. So all the actions you find here are the one that are actually needed if you interact. From activity summary, you find here the way we built it. All the call reports are linked to the actual security. So within 2 clicks, if you have the clients over the phone, you will know exactly what to say and what to talk about. Now, if you need to have a reminder, you can simply click here on this to-do flame, set up the date, so December the 19th, so tomorrow. I have to call back the client, and I can click on Save to my calendar. The calendar will appear into the navigation menu. That's perhaps the good time to show you about the different navigation menu options that we have. The navigation menu has been moving a lot last month because we had to adapt to the new functions that are now available into InvestGlass. So the look that you have on the navigation menu will definitely be different on your navigation menu. So how to customize this navigation menu? Well, just simply go to my account company, and into the portal apps, you will have different options. Into the portal apps, you can then go into the navigation menu that you find here, and you can choose based on different employees group. Here I'm an employee in the London group, which tabs I want to make visible. You can actually make them visible and reorder the order on the navigation menu that you find here. This will help your colleagues to have different views based on different businesses that will be engaged. If basically you are dealing with portfolios, if you're dealing more with relations, if you're dealing more with individuals, you will need to have different options here. And this is how you would actually customize the look and feel of the navigation menu. Now let's go back into the calendar. So I have an active calendar here. From this calendar, I can also filter by events, by maturity, by contact KYC and documents are expiring, and my to-dos. I can also create an event, which is very helpful if I want, for example, to create, let's say, a webinar about my investment ideas. Investment Outlook. We're going to do a weekly one. Go to meeting. Okay, let's do it every Monday at 9. End dates. I'm going to take a March end date. The reason for that is, well, simply I want to have a weekly. So each Monday. And now I can actually share this event within the client portal or via email notifications. So here I'm going to, for example, invite all the clients. Okay. And also I want to invite all the clients that are interested by Asia and perhaps that signed the GDPR opt-in later. Okay, and you see now I have more people showing up. So obviously this works very well also if you don't want to reveal the client's name, but you just want to have a notification that is being shared with the client portal. This is also helpful if you want to blast emails and blast invitations. Then I can put the conference call link, the calendar link. Okay, and then I can send an invitation. So that's the second verification you have to click if you want to activate the notifications. And here the warning is, well, if you want to have all the attendees know who is also invited. So let's keep it simple like this. So now I created a weekly investment outlook. So every Monday, I'm going to have this event showing up here, the blue one here. All right. And if I have, if I created a client access, then the client will also find out that there's an event to follow. Now let's see in terms of who I should contact next, what I should do. For that, I would suggest you to use the opportunities function. Opportunities is a new feature of InvestGlass where you have the possibility to create your own pipeline. To add your own columns means add some content coming from the CRM, and based on the different types of usage you're going to have, you will need a different type of pipeline. So let's build up our pipeline. Okay, that's an easier way to do it. Just too many columns up. I'm going to put the pseudonym. I'm going to put also perhaps the key information, an email, and last time I contacted the clients. Okay, and the tags. Fantastic. Okay, so now based on the content I see here, I can filter my opportunities. Let's say, for example, I want to see which clients have not been contacted. Well, as you see here, we have a contact reminder, and this is based on the information that you will have into the CRM. So if I check on the Paul Ellman CRM, I will have what we'll call a contact frequency. Here, the contact frequency is set. Let's see. So I should contact the client every 10 days, and the client has not been contacted for 1 year. How do we know that? Because there has been no call report for over 1 year. Okay, yes, you see the last contact was in 2018. Okay, so that's a very nice way to actually filter the contacts based on the last time I contacted, and those are actually are missing in terms of interactions. Also, you have the possibility to filter the contacts based on key information. So that's a very easy way to read through the different contacts' interests and browse based on their interests. So if, for example, I say, okay, who would be interested by um, socially responsible investments? Oops, sorry for that. Search is here. Up. I will find here the two contacts that are interested by socially responsible investments. I can also use the tag system. So it depends of how I would say organized you wish to be in terms of filtering the investment thematics. You see here, I have more people actually interested by the socially responsible investment because more people were actually tagged. Here, it's more about the key information, so it's more fuzzy type of information you would add into the key information. So those are the way to actually very quickly interact with clients based on their preferences. Now, if I'm building an investment solicitation or if I'm blasting an information, I want to make sure also that the client's securities and events are going to be shared properly. So how do I do this? Let's pop up a client portfolio. Okay, let's see, for example, for this security. Okay, in the contacts. So for each security page, you will find here all the different contacts holding the security. Now you will find also that you have this very handy button to generate alerts on clients holding the security or to whom you made an investment solicitation. So I can just simply select them, click on bulk email, and this will generate an email and putting all my clients into hidden copy. This is a very easy way to warn the client that something is going on security. Now, obviously, if I want them to create a call report about that, in one click, I can generate bulk call reports. So I don't need to actually create a call report for each customer. In one click, I can say, okay, all those customers were warned about a price changed. Um, the call report is automatically linked to the security. You can also add here a document that will support the exchange that you have. And this is the system that we use actually to store the information, even if you don't want to connect InvestGlass to your email. Okay, so now all those clients, the 0405, Antonio, Batman, Jean, Joseph, Lawrence, you will find them into the call report page. So that's a way to actually have, I would say, a more massive interaction with the clients and making sure that you keep and record all the information that you want in the right track. So you see all those monitoring that we've done just 1 second ago. And here I will find the communication uh, price change clients alerted via email and the link directly to the security. So this is how you engage with InvestGlass CRM. You have in the same time, I would say, a very micro way of engaging with each client differently. You also have a very macro way of engaging with the clients with all those features like call report or opportunities, which will help you to be more efficient and faster and more relevant into your daily interactions. Thank you very much for watching this webinar. If you have additional questions, please contact us at contact@investglass.com, contact@investglass.com. And I wish you a fantastic holiday season and looking forward to speaking with you before or after this season. Thank you and have a lovely day.